Ladies and gentlemen, of course I am fashionably late, as usual. Welcome back to Heavy Ball Entertainment. My name is Travis, and tonight, instead of our regularly scheduled play of Pokemon Emerald, we are checking out Pokemon Scarlet. As many of you know, there was a update to the game that came out. We are now on version 4.0.0. So I've heard that a lot of stuff got fixed. You know, a lot of lags fixed, it's been kind of streamlined, and I'm excited to see it. So I figured we could check it out on stream together. But of course, before we begin, please don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell, follow on X, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and join us over on the Discord server. Links to everything are in the description below. Fresh Discord link, as always, available in the comments. Also, don't forget we are doing a giveaway once we hit 1,000 followers on the TikTok, so be sure to get entered into that. And we are giving away a ancient toolbox kit, ancient toolkit. Ancient toolbox of the World Championships deck from 2024. We're giving away one of those. So got some giveaways going on the channel right now, and we're building up subscribers, followers, all of it. So I believe that's it for our admin stuff. So let's go ahead and get into Pokemon Scarlet. All right, I'm gonna double check, make sure my my audio is doing good. Yep, sounds good. Alright, turn that down. Alright, so apparently the game is now ramped up to 60 FPS, which I will say the character model seems a little bit higher def. That's looking pretty good. The Pokemon here are, there's Kieran and Crispin. Let's see. We'll start with the terrarium. I do want to eventually get to the lake up in the northeast or northwest of Paldea. What was that lake called? Casseroya Lake. Because this has just always been just lag for me. I dreaded going there during streams, so give me just a second. Sorry, quick text. Quick. Yeah, that's me. You can look at me and see I'm the embodiment of quick. Alright. Let's check out. Let's see. So far, this is moving good. Let's get. That looks a bit smoother. Pokemon loading in. I've heard like moves are smoother. You can see farther out. I've heard more Pokemon load in. I don't know about it, but we'll see what happens. Just gotta watch. So far, there's no real lag that I'm noticing, but the terrarium's never really lagged for me that I've noticed. Battle 30 Pokemon using Auto Battle. Well, let's see how the Auto Battle holds up. Skeletor's just fine. Let's do this. It still acts about the same. I thought I saw a lot more grass types over here. Okay. We'll get our 30 battles. Not that way. About halfway there. Rhyhorn. Alright, so apparently the battle animations are better. Let's do Torch Song. That seems about the same as it was, so I'm not super impressed. I mean, I'm not hating. Little bit of bog down there. That's fine. Nothing to write home about. Tauros. Move looks a little bit better. Not. Again, it's nothing to really write home about. But it's nothing offensive to the eyes, if that makes sense. That Snivy is dead. Oh no, it fainted. No, that Snivy was eaten by a Skeletor. That Snivy is dead. Executor? Interesting. So far I'm seeing one Executor. Unless those 4 were from a outbreak. Oh, that was a hard lag. Ooh. There it goes again. I swear I'm going to be peeved to no other if they optimize this for friggin' the Switch 2 already, and it's like, oh, this game runs perfectly on Switch 2. It's a Switch 1 title, why didn't it run perfectly on the Switch 1? I'm gonna be, ooh. Catch a psychic type, and needed to sneak up on it. You were snuck up on. You were caught. West. Okay. Got some BBQs done. Let's check out. Well, let's go to Kitakami. The land's still doing that kind of morph thing. I don't know what causes that. You can watch the land formation just kind of some in the back towards the edge of the load area. It looks really wonky sometimes. That's really if you're paying attention to it. Let's see, let's check out. Kind of lagging a bit in the crystal pool. It's not horrible though. See, I don't know what to call that. You know, the game being kind of bogged down and slowing down a little bit, you know, that's fine, but when it stops me from doing anything for a couple seconds, I'm not sure what to call that. Is that like a hard lag or something? If you know what to call that, let me know in the comments, because I have no idea what to call that. Or whatever I'm going to call it, it sucks. Pokemon Scarlet released when? Hold up. We're going to take a look at something. No, I'm not. I don't want to change users. I don't want to close the software. Options. Cloud save, no. Is it gonna... I want you to tell me when this thing came out. I think it was 2022. it came out. I remember playing this, you know, the day it came out, and I loved it. But it had some problems. I'm not afraid to say, oh, the game had problems. It, you know, it's probably why it'll be very difficult for me to have, you know, be a content creator, you know, and get passes and such from Nintendo, because I'm not afraid to say that yes, this game had problems on launch. You know, we've all seen the videos and the collections of, you know, bugs and glitches that this game had on release. But I'm also not one of those people that's gonna say, yeah, this game was just trash and, you know, no one should play it and everyone should hate Nintendo. No. It's okay to like the game, but it's also okay to criticize it at the same time. You know, what I guess I'll just keep calling them hard lags. These hard lags should not be happening. You know, it's supposed to be running at like 60 FPS now, I think, from what I've heard. Starly. Bellsprout. The apple orchard used to run fine for me. Seems like it still does. There's an applin. There are such big gaps in these fences. What is the point of these fences at that point? Is it just to look pretty? That's about all I can think of. Center it. Oh, there's a mouse hold here in Kitakami. I forgot about that. Booper. No, that's a Corpish. Booper again. A few times again. Alright. Back to mainland Paldea. Let's see. This all seems so much bigger when not riding on Koraidon. I'm sort of kind of tossed up on this one because it seems like nothing much has changed, but it all feels different, if that makes sense. But and the biggest thing was, the lagging, the lake, and of course, Tag Tree Thicket, which many people affectionately have nicknamed Lag Tree Thicket. So we're gonna check both of those places out. In good time, in good time. We'll keep our eyes open for any potential shinies along the way. Let's see, the animation that person's doing, it doesn't look like it's getting too much worse the further we get. Like, you can definitely tell they're still walking normal, but it's not as choppy as it was the further away. Don't seem to be a whole lot of lag going on here, but so far. But let's just see how good it can go. I might end up taking a Benadryl tonight. I don't know. The windmill's still choppy from this far out. Let's see, now we're in Artisan. It's a little better. How close do we have to be before it looks like a normal windmill? Why do they want us that close to the windmill before it looks like a regular windmill? Can't tell me that's not ridiculous. Like, from here, right now, looks fine. Jump over this railing. Still going slow, but it looks okay. Cross the street. It's already jacking up. I thought this was supposed to be just all fixed at this point. Or was I hoping for too much? Was I expecting too much from Game Freak? I'll tell you, I'm definitely taking a Benadryl tonight. My allergies have just been kicking me in the face all day. Nothing shiny there. From this far, the windmill isn't even moving. No, it is. It's just super slow. See part of the windmill from here. Still moving slower than anything. Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Maybe being connected to the internet helps, I don't know. Maybe. Try that. Mighty Porygon. With the mightiest mark. Porygon 2 with the mightiest mark. Are they out of Pokemon to give the mightiest mark to? Alright, it's time to really check out. Let's go to the tag tree thicket. This is just irritating. Well, the game's supposed to be in 60 FPS now, and it's a lot of stuff's supposed to look better. So far, it's Lag Tree Thicket. Here we are. There's a group of Grafii. It looks like it's not running bad. But we'll keep going through the thicket and make sure. Okay, the tag tree thicket isn't looking too bad. So that's a win on that one. So that's good. Some of these areas still bogged down though. Oh, it's a low kicks. As Royal Watchtower. To the west. I don't know if I've bumped into this. I don't think I've bumped into this person before. I'm not going to. Alright. Here we are. Moment of truth. A bunch of Dratini. Gyarados. There's some Dondozo. Ah, Veluza. slowed down a little, but nothing too major. Is that the kind of thing it was... the reason why it was bogged down like that? Because, like, I tried to turn and it kind of slowed down and... I like this. Still don't know why an Avalugg is, you know, towards the warmer stuff, but... it slows down a tiny bit, but... I am not hating what it's doing. It's a lot better than what it used to be. There's the other island. A whole bunch of Bergmites. So, Tag Tree Thicket and the lake aren't bad. There's still some rougher points, but overall, it's a vast improvement. Is it perfect? No. Should it be? At this point, yes, it should be. Like, right here, it bogged right down, but soon caught back up. Dude. If Nintendo wants to start charging $80 for the games, then they need to make sure that they are of a very polished quality. If they, you know, if they think they can charge next-gen prices and deliver last-gen quality, that's a no. Because it could very much be ridiculous, seen as ridiculous, which I would say is ridiculous. You know, ZA, once it hits Nintendo Switch and Nintendo Switch 2, it needs to be out of the box, ready to go. You know, no day one update, nothing. Just plug it in and go. Well, I say that, but you know, now the games are all, it's just a digital key, not an actual copy of the game. That's something else Nintendo's gonna have to answer for. The changing their user agreement. Oh, you don't own the hardware anymore. You're just leasing the license from it. It's like, no, F that. I spent the money for freaking console. It's mine to. It should be mine to do with. But who knows what's gonna happen on that one. Wonder how many people are gonna go out tomorrow just to get the Switch 2. And my hope is that the launch goes. How's best to say this without sounding like a total tool or a dick or something? My hope is that the launch of the Nintendo Switch 2 is basically a flop. And they have to address a lot of stuff and the controversies that they've created quickly or within a quarter, because there's no two ways about it. I will eventually get a Nintendo Switch 2. I'm not gonna get a day one console though. I'm just not. I'm gonna wait and probably go get one the day before Legend ZA comes out. Now, I'm not saying I want a I don't want a copy that I don't want a special edition or anything. I just want a plain Nintendo Switch 2. But at the same time, I'm not, you know, if the controversies can be mitigated by that point, it'd be a lot better. I mean, heck, if 2 weeks after launch sales aren't what they hope and they start rolling back some of the crap that they've done, heck yeah, I'll buy it. But not up front. Not until things change. Some of the stuff they've done is very reminiscent of things like Microsoft did. You know, when they screwed up the launch of the Xbox One by the whole, oh, if you don't have, you know, if you can't keep the console connected to the internet, there's an option for you. It's called the Xbox 360. They did the same thing here. Oh, if you can't afford a Nintendo Switch 2, we'll always have the Nintendo Switch 1. It's like, no, you don't do that. You don't try and create a tiered class of gamer. Who thought it was a good idea to say that? You know. And how do you justify that to yourself? Just, oh well, can't be connected to the internet all the time. You know, don't get the new stuff, play the old stuff. It's like, how? The goal is to be more, you know, to bring more people to the fold so you can sell more of the new stuff and make more new money. And it's not rocket science, is it? the button with the camera and everything, that you have to have a Nintendo Online account. I kind of get, because it's it's all through their stuff, so you don't get free calling really anywhere unless it's an active emergency, in which case you can dial 911. That's about it. So I get that. A lot of people may not like it, but I will say on that one, I get it. But maybe, add a cheaper option for people who just want to be able to talk and play with their friends, or talk to their friends while they're gaming. And then if you want to talk and play with your friends online, then you need to get the full edition. That would make some sense. I just worry, and I don't want to see Pokemon get swept up and ruined because of Nintendo's nonsense. It wouldn't be fair to them, or wouldn't be fair to the Game Freak or anything if they tried to do that. But that's just my feelings on it. Face it feels like it's swollen to the size of like a freaking beach ball. It hurts so bad. Faces shouldn't hurt, but unfortunately they do. At least mine does. Heck, it's probably killing you guys just to look at it. Overall, the update's not horrible. We got one last place to check out. Area 0. Although we can check out the desert too. Desert's not horrible, but then again, never really was. So, just keep on there. We need to get to the Area 0 entrance, so it's this way. Definitely a Benadryl night, 'cause, yeah. I think we're going to check out Area 0 and then we'll we're gonna call it there because, yeah, my face can't really handle this right now. I wish they had done something with the green side. Area 0. Still bright. Still got the dust floating around. Springtails. It bogs down a little bit, but that's nothing to be. I'm not surprised. Not surprised. Drop to there. All seems fine down here. Everything's working good down here too. I think this is an okay place to call it too. And save. I do want to thank you guys so much for watching tonight. Please don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell, follow on X, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and join us over on the Discord server. Links to everything are in the description below. Fresh Discord link, as always, is available in the comments. We will be streaming Friday, and that'll be our Friday Fun Day. I'm not quite sure what we're going to do yet, but I'll get it planned out. So thank you guys so much, and until next time, take care.